Hi, Sandy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K channel, and today with us we have Cassie from Club 85. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah.
Today's video, it's a band I've never heard of. They actually have reached out to us about checking out their new video. I'm not sure exactly their background. They're not from the UK. This is the only thing I can tell you about them. No, my luck, they're probably from Hertfordshire, and I've got that all wrong again. But I'm fairly certain they're not from the UK. You know, whenever I say anything like this, I always get in trouble because I always get this wrong. So I'm fairly certain they're not. But let's go check out today's video.
This video contains scenes that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Every single time you fed me lies and try to hide behind the mirror. Just wanna see your dream die. Just wanna hurt you. I know your reptile blood has kept you safe, but honey, I'm like a hawk in the world of snakes. You feeling nice and safe, far from the mess you've made. Are you feeling nice and safe? Just hiding under the shade. Enjoy, but beware. A villain can also have nightmares. Every day is the same. Every thought on the way. Am I going insane? Every day is the same. Every thought on the way. Am I going insane? Every day is the same. Every thought on the way. Am I going insane? My eyes are blood red, shooting darts. Drop dead, why don't you disappear? Every single time you fed me lies and try to hide behind the mirror. Just wanna see your dream die. Just wanna hurt you. I know your reptile blood has kept you safe, but honey, I'm like a hawk in the world of snakes.
Okie dokie. That was a band called Phantom Elite, and the song is Apex. Cassie first, I think, on this one. Over to you.
Yeah, I've definitely never heard of them. Where on earth did they come from?
Don't ask me. I'm gonna get it. Don't ask.
um, yeah, again, it's insane production quality behind their music video. That little warning right at the beginning of it, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, what am I about to watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, the vocals are just interesting all the way through. They're constantly changing. She's doing a little bit of rapping, what it sounds at the beginning. A lot of shouting, a little bit of screaming. The guitar, I've done a nice little kind of sweet picky thing that I picked off kind of maybe just after the second breakdown a bit. And it's, yeah, right at the end there, it just went insane. Yeah, because I don't really know how to describe that, but I'm definitely checking them out. They're interesting. Right, you can consider booking them if
there you go.
they're in the UK. Yeah,
if they're in the UK, get them over.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Andy.
I thought I was going to hate it, to be honest, when it first started. Like Cassie said, she started rapping. I thought, oh god.
Yeah.
But you know, overall, as the song progressed, I was really getting into it. It is nice to see something a little bit more original, a little bit different from what I usually listen to. I got sort of mathcore, pupil slicer vibes from it. Wasn't enough guitars. There was sort of one riff, sort of in the sort of first part of the song, which they repeated a few times. I thought was really, really good. I'd like to have heard more of that kind of style. Yeah, I like the sort of Squid Game influenced video. Quite graphic, so the warning's probably justified at the beginning. But yeah, I'm very entertained by that. I'd like to watch that again and check out more of this band. I thought, as I say, the vocals I thought I was going to hate, but they grew on me. The whole thing sort of improved for me and struck a chord the more it went on. So yeah, I enjoyed that.
Okay, good.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've just confirmed that they're actually from the Netherlands. When I see a video like that, and like Andy said, heard the first 30 seconds, like, oh God, which European country are they from? Is it Russia? Is it Ukraine? So it turns out it's actually Western Europe, Netherlands. Yeah, it started like a breakcore song, didn't it? Like it's the late 1990s again, Prodigy on steroids. And I was thinking, oh, here we go. We're going to get like a cyberpunk with a few new metal riffs. And it surprised me. And I think the first surprise was, you mentioned it, Cassie, it might have been leading up to the first chorus, and it just inserted 20 seconds of advanced technical metal riffs.
Yeah.
Which you would never expect. I was thinking you might get some fifth chords, playing dry syncopation. So I was impressed by that. Vocal performance was excellent. There must have been 7 different styles in there. At times, she reminded me of Tatiana from Ginger. Yeah. I don't think you could compare them musically to Ginger, but the vocals did. I really like that element. Do you know what? I can imagine Vexed doing something like this. And they're obviously from Hertfordshire, signed to Napalm Records, aren't they? And that band Tribe of Ghosts, who we all like, who are from Brighton, they're like this, and their approach to music, they're just second guessing you all the way through. But I think this band, they're a bit too ambitious and they lack a bit of coherence. They don't know what the song wants to be, but it's so exciting that it just keeps you there until the end. If I had to listen to 10 songs of that, my brain would just be scrambled. But what a great vocalist, good musicianship, and it's clear that they have got a couple of metalheads in that band who really do want to show off the chops every so often. So yeah, like Andy said, it's good to hear something that's trying to be original. I don't think they're quite there yet, but it looks like they've got an album out called Blue Blood coming out this year. If it's not already out, I'll be checking it out.
Okay, so it's just down to me to wrap it up. Overall, liked the track. Liked it more once we got into the breakdown. I have to be honest, when the breakdown kicked in, that's where the track really took off for me. My favourite parts of the song were that pre-chorus, kind of when the metalhead riffs come in. That was where it really kind of was like, wow, that's where we're getting it. But what also that made me realise was how little the guitars are really doing the rest of the song. Because even when Cassie, you pointed out about the little bit of sweep picking, I was listening to that. Most of that's keyboard driven. So that's why I picked my headphones up. I was like, hang on, I can see him sweep picking. Because I hear a guitar. There's there was just a corded guitar going on under that, and actually there was a keyboard-led sweep pick into sight. There is far too much reliance on the keyboard to drive the riff in there. Most of the riff is basically just chords until you get to that pre-chorus break bit. And with the guys doing what they're doing, I would much rather have seen some proper riffage out in this, just to kind of take away from that keyboard. That keyboard's way too much, and if you imagine that keyboard going down live at a gig, and they have to play that song without it, you're losing so much of that track. So just a little bit of practical effects might be what they need to be thinking about with the guitars. But overall, really like the track, and definitely a band for us to keep an eye out for. There we go. So that was Phantom Elite and Apex. Now, if you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.